Hello brothers, I know it's been a minute, but today I got a very exciting review, the S.H.Figuarts Monkey.D.Luffy. When I first heard that they were going to start doing One Piece figures, I was really excited because those Mega House ones, not only are they pretty expensive, but some of them can be hard to come by. I'm not really sure about the Yamato figure. It looks good, but I just don't know if I'm going to pick it up. Definitely not getting that Kaido figure, not because it looks bad or anything, it's just that price. But I do have a pre-order for the Gear 5 Luffy. But on the top of the box, you'll see the Straw Hat Jolly Roger. And on the bottom, it's got the figure again, the name, and I like that you can set it sideways, so whenever you stack them all up, you can see from the side. Opening it up, you'll get a view on how to remove the hat and put on the different hair, but we'll get into accessories later. Now that we've gone over the box, let's get him out. Setting Luffy aside for now, you also get a little piece of paper at the bottom. See, it just shows off Sanji and Zoro. It also says "to be continued" on the back, which is an Easter egg to, the ending of each One Piece episode. But also the fact that when they released Luffy and Zoro and Sanji, it wasn't yet talked about that we were going to do Yamato and Kaido. Or even Law and Kid that were just revealed. Almost forgot about those two. Let's get this box out of here, and now we can take a look at Luffy. And here he is. Taking a closer look at him, you can see all the detail on the scar on his chest. The clothes are nice. They can get in the way a little bit. You can see on the straw hat, it's got the 3 slashes from Buggy. I'm hoping, since this is called the Raid on Onigashima version, that they eventually do like an East Blue, a New World version, because those outfits are my favorite. Now we'll get into the accessories. We just grab him here, take off his hand. They're actually on there pretty well. And we'll grab this open palm. It's more for use like he's aiming his gum pistol, but I guess you could also use it as a slap hand, like when he's sumo wrestling in the early episodes of Wano. Taking his hand off for the next one. We've got an open hand. Last one was an open hand too, but that was more of a straight palm. This one's sort of maybe grabbing something, holding on to something. I usually put it on a straw hat here, like he's holding on to it. Now that we've covered hands, let's go on to faces. We're gonna first take his straw hat off here. Then you gotta remove his bangs. You can see it's just on 2 little pegs. Then you take off his face. Now we're ready to go over his faces. Other than his open smile, you can see he's got a stern looking face. More of a neutral expression. He's got an angry face. You can see the detail on the eyes going crazy like it does in the anime. Finally, for my favorite face out of the bunch, it's this crazy, surprised expression. I don't know what you'd call it. I'm hoping in the future we get more of the crazy expressions that you can see in the show. Putting this new face on, you just put the 2 ports in. It can sometimes be hard to line everything up, especially with the big square portion. Now we just replace his bangs and put back on the straw hat, and we're done. He does come with one more accessory. Well, I don't know if it's really accessory, it's a change of hair. So we're gonna remove everything like we did before. And then take off this back piece. You can see it slides off. The hair comes in 3 pieces. First, you got this little neck piece. It almost looks like a mustache, but to put it on, you take off this port and you slide it in, and then you put it back together. The next piece is the main back part of the hair. Now this one can be a little tricky to do. You gotta line up not only the port, but then the hair at the bottom, you have to line up with the big part. It can sometimes be easy and get it one shot, but other times you have to go in and mess with it. I feel like there were ways around this in the designing, but it's fine. Okay, I jumped ahead because it was pretty hard to get it lined up. Anyways though, the last piece that he comes with is the extra bangs. So we'll grab the face that we want to put on, line everything up, put the new bangs in, and he's done. Next, we'll quickly go over the articulation. So as you saw in the articulation, the main problem that I've seen with the figure is that the ball joint in his waist can be easily undone when doing a back arch or a forward crunch. But as long as you're careful with that and the sandals, which while I was messing with it, they do feel a little thin, you should be fine with the figure. Finally in the review, we got comparisons. We'll start with the Legacy Evolution Bludgeon figure, a volume of the One Piece manga, volume 100 to be exact. Another S.H.Figuarts I need to review next, Son Goku. And finally we got the original Lego clone Shock Trooper from the Battle Pack. Speaking of which, by the way, that new Battle Pack looks amazing. I'm definitely going to grab it and I'll do a review on it. All in all, I highly recommend this figure, especially if you're a One Piece fan. And if you're not, you gotta go watch it, man. Anyways though, I'm gonna hop out of here and I'll see y'all in the next one. Forgot to mention this, but I got a funny story for y'all. So whenever I went to pick it up at Target, it was supposed to be $35, you know, like they are. But it scanned and I walked out, checked my receipt. It was only $27. But that's not even the craziest part. It rang up as a Naruto item. And I guess his SH.Figuarts was on sale, or maybe in their system it lists any SH.Figuarts as a Naruto one. But for real, now I'll get out of here. Just forgot to include that.